assuming you have the content to put it to put in your site, the articles that is. But that's really good, so you don't have to mess around with, you know, what plugins do I add, what plugins, you know, none of that stuff. It's literally, as long as you want to use their platform, which why wouldn't you? You know, I'll certainly be my case study will follow exactly the systems over here, and you know, certain tweaks and add-ons that I'll do, which I don't want to talk about in this video because this is not about the bonus. It's more of an overview thing, but any additions that I personally make from experience that I have, I'll explain why I do it, and it's up to you if you want to do those things or not. But essentially, I will not be creating something to confuse people. I will be sticking exactly to the system so that you actually have a case study. But anyway, let's bring it back away from my bonus series and back to this. And you have two options over here. As I said, I always go for this one because this is faster, obviously, but this is if you are hosting, if you're using their hosting, well, free. I think they offer free hosting anyway, but you know, if you want to host your sites on their hosting platform, then I think it makes it even easier to, it literally, well, as it says, it literally, I think it is a couple of touches and your site's up. But I prefer to host my own sites because, you know, I sell my sites in the future, and they're you know, I just prefer to have my own hosting. So that is the Niche Profit Press, which is going to be improved and is, you know, brilliant. And then you have the Mastermind webinars, which are really informative. This is, you know, for once you'll actually find webinars where they teach you stuff and actually take some questions, you know, create some hot seats, you know, one-on-one hot seats. So, you know, you call in and you can show your site if you choose to, and they'll tell you how to improve your results, and or if there's something you can do to make more money with it. And you know, these are all the recorded ones. As you can see, these are all the replays, so you know, you don't actually have to be there live if you can't make it. And everything's recorded for you, etc. The one thing I will say about these webinars, or the whole membership in general, okay, is they have, as you can see, a lot of stuff. If you start to go into these areas like we're in, the webinars or the teleseminars, interviews, etc., it is up to you, and I'm not saying you should watch those things at some point, but there is a lot of, even if it's great content, there is too much of it. It's easy for me to sift through, you know, this is not being holier than thou or anything, it's just easier for me to sift through what is pertinent for me, and because I've been doing it for such a long time, I know most of the stuff here anyway, and two, you know, through experience I've kind of learned not to waste time sort of learning more how to information. Like, there's no reason for you to necessarily, for example, is there, when you start out, should, you know, ask yourself this question: should you necessarily watch this particular webinar? For me, the answer would be no, because if you don't actually currently have a site that is making any money, the philosophies, principle tweaks and changes, while important and would bring about an increase, is kind of irrelevant at this point. You know, you need to first start out, build a site in a niche market that has some money flowing through it, and have an offer or an opt-in list or whatever that, you know, once you go through the classroom you'll see. Promoting an affiliate offer is what they'll be focusing on a lot more in version 3 to start out with, that is. You know, so you have to kind of pick and choose. So I'm certainly not telling you what to do and what not to do. I'm just telling you from, you know, my sort of honest experience and understanding of how these things work, because I've been in, you know, I've been doing marketing for 6 years now, and I've pretty much bought everything under the sun, and a lot of things have, great, you know, a lot of it has good information, but at the end of the day, if you spend your time being distracted and confused, you know, just learning more and more, thinking, well, if I learn this one extra thing, I'll suddenly make, you know, $5,000, it does not work. It never works like that. You have to build it from the ground up, which is why I would stick to the classroom to start off with, and then, of course, you know, attend, you know, in your spare time, look at the webinars, you know, and then make the tweaks in your existing businesses and sites as you go along. And then, of course, you have these other, you know, ready-made niche businesses. You'll see all this stuff in the sales letter, but I'm just I'm getting a little bit sidetracked, starting to talk a bit too much. The idea was to do an overview, but so you get I think two ready-made niche businesses every month, and these are actually surprisingly enough quality packs. You know, they're not rubbish, horrible articles, you know, garbage PLR or stuff like that. These are actually written by professionals, so you actually have a full-fledged ebook that goes with, you know, the particular niche pack. As you can see, this one current niche pack for this month is May of, well, this year. Stop Snoring, and then koi fish and golden retriever and growing tomatoes. Okay, and you know, if you do go through me, I'll be giving you some insider tips on, you know, like I wouldn't go for a few of these, and there are reasons for that, but I'm not going to get into the reason why right now. But to show you, you'll get a full-fledged product, which you can I can show you how you change it up to make it completely unique. Because, you know, if everyone's getting access, first of all, you know, if you do use these niche packs, you have to change them up, and not because, you know, thousands of other people are using it, because that's actually never ever the case. Yes, thousands of people get access to the same stuff, but less than 0.5% will actually ever use it. So in any case, it's not like you're competing with thousands of people for one niche pack. You're actually probably competing with, I don't know, just a handful, if that, of people that will actually follow through on each of the niche packs. So you don't have to worry about that. However, if you do use them, I'll tell you, and you'll be shown anyway, but I'll give you my tips and strategies for making things unique, you know. And I have some pretty advanced stuff which will kind of have an effect on how you change this stuff. So you get a full-fledged product, you get a ready-made sales letter, graphics, basically the entire thing that you would do with the classroom, which is the 13 steps. Well, except for the, well, I mean, obviously you have to work for this. This is not handed to you. You have to do the 21-day traffic blueprint, but other than that, these are all done. And then, of course, you do have the blueprint, which you can, you know, you'll follow either way to drive traffic and start making some money with your site. So that's about it, really. I mean, of course, you have, you know, I'm not going to each and every one, but you have, you know, you can buy basically these niche packs on demand for, you know, and get access to them. But you'll have so many already, you know, I wouldn't do that. There's no real reason for it, unless for some reason, you know, a particular niche pack strikes you. So yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick you know, insider's look and into the members area. It's very well structured. You can obviously read the rest of my review on this page, and you know, be sure to check out my bonus offer, which is well, you'll see it at the bottom and of the page, and you know, have a read through it. If it strikes your fancy, you think it's something you would benefit from, you know, make sure you go through my link. If you prefer or choose somebody else's offer, make sure you go through their link. And you know, either way, I wish you a lot of success in your niche profit business.